Hey there, this is Natalie, and as I promised on Twitter when I first saw a poster for it going around, I'm going to be reviewing Chijutsu Kaisen, a live-action parody of Jujutsu Kaisen that was released on Christmas Day, and has already become one of the best-selling JAV releases of all time. This already makes it more popular and well-received as a live-action anime adaptation than Netflix's Cowboy Bebop. And I also never saw any reviews of Bebop giving it such high praise, as this helped me out mentally. But by reading the comments there, I've already spoiled myself on a couple of things. For one thing, this is 2 hours long. And another, yes, somehow it has Panda in it. So what I'm going to do now is record my reactions as I watch it and edit some of those down to what will be considered safe for YouTube, and that will be the next section of the video. After that, I'll give my proper thoughts on it. If you like this kind of video, or more normal anime analysis and reviews, please consider hitting the subscribe button, and if this video gets 1,000 likes, I will make another JAV anime parody review. So definitely hit the like button if you want to make me watch another 2 hours of cultured entertainment. Feel free to recommend any good ones in the comments, and I'll pick something if we hit 1,000 likes. By the way, before I start, please don't spam me with comments asking where you can watch this. I can't link to this sort of thing on my YouTube channel, so you're going to have to rely on your search engine of choice if you want to experience this piece of kino for yourself. Apparently there is a VR version available too. I don't have the hardware to watch that myself yet, but you know, if my channel grows, maybe I'll invest. Now, with all of that intro stuff out of the way, what comes next is a distillation of my live reactions to Chijutsu Kaisen, or Perversion Battle as it's known in English. Okay, so less than 2 minutes in. How they've decided to start this is we've got Yuji and Nobara, and they've just walked in on some kind of monster guy in a mask attacking a random civilian, and Yuji then slaps him right in the censored parts before Nobara defeats the monster using the power of electric phallic thing. I'm gonna need some better euphemisms for sex toys to get through this review and still be allowed to post it on YouTube. Now we've got Miwa enjoying herself, looking at some photos on her phone of fat Gojo Satoru. I'm not really sure why they decided to cast this Winnie the Pooh looking guy as everyone's favourite husbando, Gojo, but I will say it's one of the more disappointing aspects of this movie. So Gojo's walked in and he's not too happy about the fact she's got lewds of him on her phone, though of course he gets over it very quickly. And now Miwa's drawn a katana, but then thanks to the magic of cinema, she no longer has the sword in her hand, but Gojo's pork sword. So the scene with Gojo and Miwa lasted for 42 minutes. So I guess we can say that the Winnie the Pooh looking guy may not have the physique for the role, but he certainly has the stamina. So now we've cut to Maki and Panda having some kind of fist fight, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit worried about what might be coming next. She's kind of tickling him through his panda costume using a personal massager. And well, I guess I'll report back to you whether I'm still not a furry by the end of this scene. Now, Toge Inamaki, who was watching all of this, has stopped whatever it was Maki was doing to Panda's groin with her boot with his word magic. And now I don't know what's gonna happen. Whatever happened there when Panda transformed is going to haunt my dreams. I think I'll be able to show you a screenshot of that because he is fully clothed, but I'm scared. Okay, so that scene was also about 42 minutes long, and at the end of it, now we've switched to another scene. I can confirm I'm definitely still not a furry. Not that Panda actually had any fur after that horrifying transformation into... I don't even know what that was supposed to be, but you can miss me on that. So now Nobara, Yuji and Megumi are training, and Megumi has possibly the worst wig I've ever seen. You can see that quite a lot more effort went into the girls' costumes than the male characters. Christ, I'm gonna start sounding like Noralities now. Why does the stuff aimed at men always have better production values? Still, nobody's wearing a skin-tight whatever that panda costume was, so I'm gonna take it. I think Yuji's turning evil now because Nobara's trying to attack him with a hammer, and he seems to be talking all kind of evilish. I guess Nobara and old Megumi are gonna have to do something about that. Oh, I see, it's like curses can be defeated by the power of lewdness in this version of the Jujutsu Kaisen universe. An hour and 20 minutes in, I've finally figured out what the plot is. Now we see the toy from the first scene making a comeback. I guess that's Chekhov's dildo. Now, after some quite dizzying use of special effects, Sukuna mode Yuji is making the beast with two backs with Nobara, but I'm not sure where old Megumi slipped off to. He might still be in the room, I don't know. I think we're getting towards the climax of this epic soon though, so I'm sure he'll make another appearance. No, I was wrong, he doesn't come back, but Yuji does return to normal after quite a long period of the Nobara actress making strangely sheep-like noises. And that's actually the end of it. I guess Sukuna was soundly defeated by all the lewdness, and all is well again. I will say I do agree with the person in the comments who said that this actually does have a better ending than Attack on Titan. Okay, so that was my commentary from while I was watching it, but now on to the proper review. To answer the important questions, no, they never play Kai Kai Kitan. I guess Eve wasn't down for being associated with this work. And no, Mei Mei isn't in it, so you might have to wait for a sequel if you want to see her, you know, in action. The costumes and acting actually weren't as terrible as I was expecting. I think some love went into the production. You know, the cast did try to kind of come across like the characters they were playing and not break the fantasy of this being part of the Jujutsu Kaisen world. Naturally, they still look like their costumes cost $20 on Wish, and some of the male characters' wigs look truly ridiculous. But there is this kind of earnestness about it that adds to its charm, strangely enough. In fact, the guy playing Panda actually sounded quite a lot like his voice actor in the anime, which, if anything, only made that part even more hilariously disturbing. As you might expect, their normal acting abilities weren't what these performers were hired for, so it'd be wrong to even hope for anything above cringe from the set-up parts of the scenes. But they did seem to at least be into the roles and not just kind of awkwardly saying the lines. Now, I was watching it more for a laugh and to make a video about it, rather than for the reasons most of the people who made this such a hit in its field have been watching it. So I can't really tell you if it's going to be appealing to you, but there was some decent variety in the scenes, and the randomness of all the Jujutsu Kaisen stuff being mixed in certainly makes it unique. As a parody, it is pretty funny too, I've got to say. Did it need to be 2 hours long? Probably not. Did it need to add that panda transformation to the list of things I'm afraid of? No. But to answer the question I posed in the beginning, is it a better live-action adaptation than Netflix Bebop? Yes. In terms of both faithfulness to the original and overall enjoyment, yes. And even old Megumi and fat Gojo Satoru had better looking wigs than Netflix's Radical Ed. And on that bombshell, it's time to end the video. Thanks as always to my supporters on Patreon. This is the part where I normally show all of my patrons' names, but with this video being a bit different to the more serious anime analysis type stuff they signed up for, I thought maybe some people might not want their name on a video about Jujutsu Kaisen smut. So I've left them off for today, but big thanks to everyone anyway. Remember that if this video gets to 1000 likes, I will do another anime parody review, but either way, I'll be back very soon with more of my usual anime, manga and light novel content, so I hope to see you again very soon.